Hey, yo! Big salutes to the folks over at BetUS for sponsoring this video. They are doing it big, just like the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Now, check this out. Man, it's almost with heavy heart that I start this video out because I literally just learned that my man BG, Brandon Graham, right? Uncle Graham said that, man, he tore his triceps and will be out for the season. He was having a tremendous game. Now I don't want the man to retire. I don't want him to go out like that. But, hey, when you get older, man, you just never know how you're going to go out. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a tough one on me right here, man. But going against my man Warren McClendon and bing! Look at that. It's like your uncle. That's like your uncle right there. Dang, old man Stafford took a cold one, too, and then he got splatter whacked right there. That's hard. BG knows all the tricks of the trade, man. Look at this. My man coming out, sell, no tell. You don't know right now if you're looking at this and you're Warren McClendon Jr. here, if this is going to be a power move or this is going to be some type of finesse move, right? He's kind of splitting the difference there. Then it looks like he might actually try to round the corner on you, right? So then you go and try to combat that, and then he plays you, hits your hand, right? Like you was trying to go for like you was trying to go in the refrigerator, right? To drink your uncle's orange soda. Right? He smacked your hand down before you can get to the refrigerator right there. Your uncle don't play that shit drinking his orange soda, right? Ask me how I know. I was once Warren McClendon. My uncle did me dirty like that too. But look at that, man. Oh, man, I laughed to keep from crying, man. Uncle BG means a lot to this team. And, man, his presence, Jalix Hunt, man, come on, young man, you got to step up. Nolan Smith has to take it up even further. And when Bryce Huff comes back off injury, yeah, I don't know, man. They might need to check the waiver wire too, man. I don't know. Is Yannick Ngakoue, right? He's always available. Is he available? This might be the one time he's not available. I always wanted to see him be an Eagle, so I'm pretty sure he's not available. Listen, I want to know what all that goofy shrimpy Dean shit is now. Huh? Yeah, thought so. Like I said, Nakobe Dean is that dude, right? Straight up. My man, right, he could easily have 5 sacks per season. Remember, he led the University of Georgia in sacks, I believe, one year, or he was close to it. And that was when Nolan Smith was on the team and several other edge players. So think about that. My man on the blitz game right here is nasty. Kyron Williams took a bag one. Bang! Shrimpy Dean, huh? What are we doing here? My God, look at this. Kyron Williams steps up, man. He's in great position, mano e mano, and then look at this, right? Looked like he was going to try to go around him and then played him right up in his check. Bang, right there. He was instantly out, right? He air-napped him first and foremost, right? So he was sleeping in midair, right? And then when he came down, right, the impact and collision, right, I think it ruptured his gallbladder, right? You can hear him right now. He's saying, my gallbladder, my gallbladder. When you can diagnose your own gallbladder injury, you know you got fucked up, right? Nakobe Dean, man. Who does this to a guy like Cooper Kupp? Cooper on Cooper crime. Cooper DeJean versus Cooper Kupp. For my, listen, straight up, he's a top 5 receiver, and no doubt about it, hands down. But going against Cooper DeJean in a slot, look at this. Oh, my God, he played this perfectly. That man was struggling. You can hear the gargling noises. He's trying to get away from Cooper DeJean. On that man something serious, right? You see the combat zone, so he's able to get hands on man within the combat zone. And you see him, Cooper Kupp, trying to influence this man to get upfield. He doesn't bite on it, right? He turns and flips his hips, continue the combat, right? And you can hear Cooper Kupp. He's like, can't get away from him. And he allows that man. Damn, this is some serious physicality going on right here. And yeah, ball in flight. Takes his hands off. Leaves no room for error right there. A virgin tight window. Matthew Stafford had to throw that into, and it didn't get his cherry popped, right? Straight up. Hell of a rep by Cooper DeJean. I know y'all was thinking about top billing when you saw this right here, right? It's time to bring back the smash hits that were climbing the charts. We have this one right here. Your boy Christian Roseboom took a nasty one and then pink right there. zombified, right? You can see him roll over as a zombie, right? He has cherries, lemons, and bananas in his eyes, first and foremost, right? Cherries, lemons, and bananas in his eyes, right? And then what kind of zombie looks for insurance? He's trying to get Saquon Barkley insurance information, right? Allstate, Geico, all of that shit right there. But as a zombie, because you can hear him, right? As soon as that happened, hit him with the stiffy, right? Bang! Right? That jarred all them shits, right? The nerves were firing, sending signals to the brain, but the brain wasn't receiving them shits anymore, right? Until he splatter-whacked and bang, right there. He had to observe the turf, right? He touched earth, had to observe the turf and touched earth. What are we doing here? So let's go ahead and fire it up. Like a zombie, truck for the very last time. Like a zombie with no heartbeat. He sleep. And you're sleeping too like a zombie if you haven't already headed over to BetUS. Listen, if you haven't, you still have a chance to get in on the action. They're giving a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two. That alone right there should have you running over to BetUS because you're going to get that 24/7 customer support, 24-hour payouts. And that's with 10% gambler's insurance on those deposits. So imagine that. Prop bets, parlays, prop builders, the whole nine. It's been so fun, and I know you're going to have fun too if you get on over to BetUS. All you have to do is enter the promo code YouTube150 as you see on the screen. Once again, promo code YouTube150, BetUS, where the game begins. Here's what makes the Eagles so dangerous. Saquon Barkley, we know, is the absolute shit to begin with, right? Couple that with a particular run scheme that takes advantage of his traits that's able to mesh concepts. Meaning, right, they can run your gap schemes and they're damn good in zone schemes. And Saquon Barkley's that versatile with his skill set. Man, it's just a perfect marriage, right? Just like your boy said it would be, right, when that signing happened. You see 13 personnel right here, right? So it'd be one back, 3 tight ends, 1 receiver. 9.9 out of 10 times you're going to run this, right? So you tell people what you're going to do. Look at that. Come on, man. You get 10 people in the box. So this is just my gang versus your gang, right? That's all it is. My gang versus your gang. Who's going to win this, right? You're going to get a counter OH. Pretty much everybody blocking down, right? Except Mekhi Becton. Right, he's going to be closing it off backside here, and you get Calcaterra as well. So counter OH, you're bringing that opposite guard, and you're bringing pseudo H back, however you want to call it, since he's off the line of scrimmage there. And look at Saquon Barkley, and look what he has to work with right here. You see that? Oh my goodness! You see him jump multiple gaps, jumping multiple gaps. Right? He presses invert, and then he's able to hit that jump cut there, and then work laterally. And look at all this right here. You have to give credit where credit is due, man. Your boy Saquon Barkley is the shit, but you got to give credit to my man Jeff Stoutland and his unit and their ability to mesh concepts and be able to oscillate between zone, right, and, of course, some of your man blocking schemes, right, straight up. So that's hard right there. And you know we can't show the whole thing, so we'll come back later in the week and really dive into that shit, bro. I was extremely impressed with the run game on this one. People do not realize how hard it is to play the slot, especially in this particular defense where you're matching a lot of a zone, right? A lot of zone match, right? A lot of pattern match. And then you have a lot of man-to-man with a ton of spacing. So having someone have a two-way go on you, right? In the slot, you have an infant. So listen, let's say if this is the slot right here with Tutu Atwell. He has the ability to go here. He has the ability to go here. Yeah, here. It's like infinite possibilities, right? Because there's no sideline as your barrier. So having that and then having to pattern match and play some zone principles. Look how smart this guy is. That quick. You saw that? That quick. There was another play in the game where it happened to Quinyon Mitchell and he didn't recognize it or didn't get the signal or something like that, and they gave up an easy completion. But at first it looked like Tutu Atwell be his man. They switch release, Now he has Puka Nacua, right? One of the very best doing it real quick in his career. Look at that. That man's able to get that early pandemic separation, but look at him getting a hip pocket. Look at that, right? Look at him run the route with Nacua. It's like synchronized swimming. Synchronized swimming. He gets back in his hip pocket, right? And then he does it like some coaches tell you. They're like, hey, man, if you're not there, don't turn and locate the ball. Play the ball through the hands of the receiver, and that's exactly what he does. Gets himself a pass deflection there. And that's against a hell of a route runner with some great hands and all that, with the quarterback who's able to put it on the money. And look at that. Cooper DeJean, my God, what a player and what an impactful player at a very important position in 2024. Now, I've been saying it straight up. Like, not a big Jordan Davis fan. Really never have been. He'll have his moments of flash here and there and all that, right? And obviously, I'm his top billing, right? It's your boy Murph, right? I understand having a shade who can take up multiple blockers, right? But Jalen Carter can do all that shit himself, and he will still impact the game, actually get into the quarterback, getting in the backfield, making tackles, right? And then him being coupled with Milton Williams. My man Milton Williams is showing himself. I tried to tell you guys last year, Milton Williams is just waiting in the wing for guys like Javon Hargrave to go. For my man Fletcher Cox, right? Big love to my boy Fletcher Cox, right? For him to not be there as well, right? Now you can see him starting to take shape. Him and Jalen Carter, that's the duo right there. That boys is gangster together. And you can see Jalen Carter doing this thing against multiple blockers and allowing Milton Williams, oh my God, he undertaking a man's throat right here. Look at him, right? The exorcism has begun right here. Look at him just pushing and grinding right there. Look at that, right? Man, we're going to go back to that. That's straight leverage game right here. Coming off the snap, firing on the inside. Hands on the inside. First man usually wins, right, for the most part. But when you can get up under a man's sternum like this, bang, hit him with the sternum buster, then continuing the leg drive. My man is unable to dock the boat. Can't sink those hips in, right? No mud hooks being allowed right here. He's stiffing that man up. You can see, right? No bend in his legs at all. Look at that. Continuing to work there. Power moves. Milton Williams is a damn animal, man. I'm telling you. This is the next wave, right? Jalen Carter and Milton Williams. That needs to be the duo. Along with Maro Ajamo and several others as well. I'm just saying, not having Milton Williams on the field, right? For somebody like Jordan Davis to me. Not all the time, right? Maybe just sometimes. Yo, my man Zach Bond, right? Zach Bond. His football intelligence is off the charts. Look at him right here, man. He's like a stay-at-home dad in this particular instance here, right? You'll see him float shallow zone. The Rams do a great job with their misdirection, right? They run a ton of submarine routes. You'll see Cooper Kupp come in, right, on a submarine route here, but then to sneak Puka Nacua right here in the traffic to have him on a kind of a later release working across, right, on a crosser. So Zach Bond, if he were to follow the cheese, he catches himself in no man's land somewhere around here, yeah, that would be trouble, right? That would be a touchdown, right? But watch how damn smart this dude is, right? You see it right there. Now look, pause it right now, right? You can see all the flow aiming to get everybody's attention working this way, right? And for the most part, you can say it's working, right? You got Quinyon Mitchell right here in man. You have Isaiah Rodgers right here. I'm not sure what the hell he's doing, right? Think about it, right? I'm not sure what he's doing, right? He's not following Puka Nacua all the way to the field, so this is probably some type of match zone here. So, but Zach Bond staying home right here. Look what happens. My man stays at home and he's right on it. I knew when they drew this up, they for sure knew that if they could get caught in man coverage, so Isaiah Rodgers was in man coverage here, right? Did you get him being snuck through, right? They intentionally, right, sneak this man through traffic here. Isaiah Rodgers, not like he can get and jump in the middle of that, right? So this is actually very dope right here for him to come this shallow, right, and lose Isaiah Rodgers, but Zach Bond on his jawn. My man doing the damn thing right here. Jakob, get it out of here. Stay-at-home dad. Here we go again. Big JC right here. Look like, I want to say, man, he might be lined up at a 3 technique here, but watch him split the difference on his TT stunt here, man. You get him going on the inside, and look how slippery this guy is, right? He can get skinny through the hole. We know he has the power moves. The guy's just an animal, man. He has Hall of Fame potential, right? I hate to even mention words like that with somebody just in his second year, but if he's able to continue to play like this through his career, I mean, it looks like John Randall and all those guys from back in the day that you saw that were just so damn dominant that, you know what I mean, people just couldn't really do anything with him. So you get that here, then you get Milton Williams coming through as well, working that TT stunt, man, and he's able to do the damn thing. He makes this play without making this play. Look at that. My man heavy-legged waist bending from the inside. That's hard to do. Made a man heavy-legged waist bend. He gets vert right here, flushes Matthew Stafford up, right? Oh, damn. I ain't know what happened, right? Oh, bam. Turn his big ass into an exotic dancer, right? My man got vert and then exotic danced on him. He was so open. Look at that, right? He cleared. That's amazing to be able to clear in that little of space right there that he had to dance it out right there. But then you see Big Milton Williams right here on the cleanup. See it from this angle right here. All right, coming through, you see him get vert, and then everybody with their attention there, they leaving Milton Williams pretty much alone on island by himself. And look at that. He's able to force a fumble as well. So Jalen Carter, he started breakdancing, right? From exotic dancing to breakdancing, all in one move, right? The guy's just talented. But listen, we're going to call it there. I'm coming back with the All-22. They've been killing your boy in the last few weeks as the shit been heating up, pulling these content ID claims on these after-game reviews, right? Using broadcast footage, I'm at their mercy, and they have not been granting that mercy. So we'll come back with the All-22, do our thing there, man. But much love to everybody out there, man. Much love to everybody who can comprehend and shout out their neighborhood. I can feel it in the city, man. We lit out here in Brewery Town. I mean, where you guys at? Shout out your neighborhood. I don't want to hear any streets. I don't want to hear any sections, right? Like West Philly is a section, right? Brewery Town is a neighborhood. There's a distinction, right? In North Philly, Brewery Town, right? South Philly, you got Packer Park and all these guys, right? So shout out your neighborhood. So much love to everybody out there in the Frankfurt neighborhood. Shout out to everybody King Sesson. Much love to Overbrook Park. Much love to Strawberry Mansion. Much love to Logan Ogons. Shout outs to everybody in Rittenhouse Square, Nicetown, Tioga, the Temple neighborhood. Everybody, man, checking in. All right, big salutes. And big salute to Bet US. Make sure you're tapping in with those boys out there. All right? Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.